Now, I went along last night, me and my wife, to a sensational evening at the Savoy Theatre in memory of our old pal of ours, a man you worked closely with on Tony the Musical, Steve Brown, the late Steve Brown.
People will know Steve Brown. They'll know him
as Glenn Ponder.
As Glenn Ponder. That'll be the main thing they know him for. But they'll have also heard, you know, if you've watched TV Burp, then every single song on TV Burp was Steve Brown. A lot of the songs on Spitting Image was Steve Brown. Also, loads of stuff.
And it was a celebration of his life. Lots of people coming on, singing his songs, telling stories. Charlie, you did a beautiful rendition of a song from I Can't Sing, didn't you?
One of his songs. It was an absolute privilege to sing for him.
Steve Coogan popped up as Alan Partridge.
Yeah.
And
Stuart Lee was there.
Yeah. Harry Hill.
John Coleshaw, Rory Bremner.
Brilliant night.
Jan Ravens, fantastic. And Alfie,
And Alfie Brown, comedian and son of Steve, and he joins us now. Good afternoon, Alfie.
Hey, Alfie.
Hello, how are you, friends?
Well, a very emotional night for you, but a lovely night, a beautiful tribute, fitting tribute to your dad, I think.
Yeah, it was a wonderful evening. It was really, really sweet, a really special thing. Sort of shame you only do these sorts of things when people are after they've died, really. Sure, he would have been chuffed with it. But it was really, really gorgeous. Charlie made me cry no end with his beautiful rendition of Song for You. And I mean, you know, it was a difficult thing to try and come on and do comedy after hearing all these songs. It really threw you about, oscillating wildly from deep emotion to people being very funny, but that's sort of nothing summed my dad up more than a good laugh and also deep, emotional and beautiful kind of resonant music. It was wonderful.
No, lovely night. Yeah,
and I think one of the things about your dad, Alfie, was that he did tell people. You know, he did tell people that he loved them through song and just he sort of wore his heart on his sleeve. And so, actually, I think he did know those things while he was alive as well.
No, absolutely, yeah, he definitely did. He loved a good cry, almost an emblem of his self-confidence and sense of himself. Like, yeah, I'll cry in front of you. I don't care. I'm man enough to cry in front of you. But
he'd sort of beat you up verbally and then cry about it. That's how we do it. Lovely.
Yes, I'm rightly hungover in his honour today.
Good, well
just
done.
to explain some of my more dishevelled aesthetic to your viewers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, you're a big Liverpool fan, and it's interesting, isn't it? It doesn't take much to say, Liverpool in crisis. Setback for Slot, first misstep. I mean, they lost a football match. Teams lose football matches. I mean, do you read much into that? What have you made of the start that he's made?
Well, for the first three games, I thought he was this kind of quiet genius type who was the saviour and kind of inspirational leader and was going to change the face of modern football. And now after the Nottingham Forest game, I want him not just sacked, but also arrested.
What do you want him arrested for?
For upsetting me.
Oh, yeah. That's annoying.
I mean, it's, you've got to write about something, what I thought was quite interesting is it's the first kind of proper, like, dogged, time-wasting, low block thing, which I'm not criticising. It's just it's the first time that Slot, as manager of Liverpool, has had to come up against that. It's 4 games, isn't it? And that's, it's a good thing that he has to learn. I mean, it was annoying to watch, but it was the attack that was just couldn't break Forest down. And I don't think it won't have the same problem tonight. I'm really looking forward to it this evening to see how the team operate in a kind of Champions League context. It should be great. I'm excited to watch the team develop and to see what's happening. I'd love to see a little bit more of my beloved Harvey Elliott, who sadly
the
spokesperson for
he's out for a while.
The Southern Liverpool fan. He is my mascot in the team. He has my heart.
I think we're looking forward to seeing Chiesa. He could be in the squad tonight. They've got to be careful because You know,
he wasn't on the bench on Saturday.
No, it's quite a bold purchase. This is it a loan or a purchase? I'm not quite sure.
It's a purchase.
Yeah, it's
10 million rising to 13, which sort of removes some of the boldness.
Yeah, it does.
It's a risk you can afford to take.
Yeah,
and he's had one injury and then lots of muscle injuries after that I think was sort of. After a player comes back from a bad knee injury like that, they can often suffer with various muscle-related injuries as the leg sort of tries to find out how to be a leg again.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he's past that. He played a lot of minutes last season, played a lot of matches last season, and he's got a gorgeous impish quality and is a really exciting player and somebody that Liverpool, I think the rumour was they bid like 80 million for him a couple of years ago, pre-knee injury.
Yeah.
So I think it's really, really exciting. He's a really exciting player and somebody who I'd like to see play a lot. And I think the Champions League this season throws everything up in the air slightly because you've got more games. I think they're more competitive games. You don't have your gimmies like, no disrespect to Ludogorets or whoever, but there isn't one of those in the lineup this year. So I think, there's every chance that teams are going to be absolutely wiped out come Christmas. So rotation's going to have to play much larger a factor than it ever has done with this new Champions League format, which I'm kind of tentatively a fan of.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare tonight. There's so many familiar faces in the Milan team. We'll have a chat with Daniele Fisichella later on about the sort of team they'll put out. In the meantime, Alfie, you are touring.
I am touring. I've done a couple of dates on the island of Ireland, which people always describe it as rather self-satisfiedly.
Yeah.
It's an island, don't you know? And it's called Ireland. And Norwich on Wednesday, and then on to Chester and Cambridge this week. What a week.
Yeah.
I love Chester. I love all of them, but Chester specifically. And then
you're all over the country, aren't you, for the next few months because you've got 4 kids and you want to get out of the house, which is really great.
That's right. Yeah, I tried to draw out the tour as much as I possibly can, just to try and get away from the mania of my small flat with the 4 children. No, I'll miss them greatly, and they're all. And indeed, my daughter performed last night.
She did. She came and sang a song from a nativity your dad wrote for her school, which was lovely. So, AlfieBrownComedian.com. That's AlfieBrownComedian.com. All the dates are on there. Good to talk to you, Alfie. All the best.
Cheers, Alfie.
Take care, guys. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye.
Alfie Brown there. And you played a little bit of ukulele as well, didn't you?
A bit of ukulele there. Just what I needed when I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
I haven't sung in a while. I was like, I've got to sing. I've got to play. And I'm not not a professional musician, Paul. Huh? And it was like, at one point my hands just stopped working.
Really?
And that's when I let the band just take over.
I've noticed. I thought that was planned. I saw you put it down, then you sort of picked it up again.
Well, I was just playing, and I was thinking, you're playing nothing here. You're playing absolutely nothing. So
you'll have to bring it in one day, so I can smash it.
Oh, everyone loves a ukulele.
We all love a ukulele
when it stops.
Yeah, that's it.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.